Are you ready for the craziest spooky stories with slimes? Today, we're having a mega colorful slime mix and the scariest stories ever. Subscribe to the channel and let's get scared together. Let's go. The visitation room is cold. It's a stark, blank space where a glass wall separates us from the inmates, and the only physical connection between a mother and her son happens through a gray telephone. I sit on a hard plastic chair and wait for Adam to come in. I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel. Since he did what he did 2 weeks ago, it's like my life has been put on pause and my body's been stuck in a state of numbness. I haven't seen him yet. I watch him enter through the door, head down, the prison uniform clearly hanging off his 145-pound frame. A tall, intimidating officer escorts him to the seat and stands guard behind him. Through the glass, I stare at him, but he doesn't look up right away. He's ashamed. A mother knows. We both pick up the phones. "Hi, son," I begin, keeping my voice neutral. "How are they treating you here?" "It's okay, Mom," he replies. "I probably deserve it." His answer catches me off guard, and we sit in silence for a few moments. "I don't understand why you did it," I say, my control slipping as tears begin to well up in my eyes. "But I'll always love you. You're still my son." As soon as I finish speaking, he drops the phone, buries his head in his hands, and begins to sob uncontrollably, like he did when he was 10. Then he picks the phone up again. "Those kids I killed at school, Mom," he begins. "You have to understand. They deserved it. They needed to be taken out the way they were." The officer behind him overhears the conversation and keeps a sharp eye on Adam. "If they were bullying you, son, that's terrible," I tell him. "But that doesn't mean they deserve to die, and they weren't bullying me," he yells, cutting me off. His outburst drawing the attention of nearby inmates and visitors. The guard steps in, grabbing him by the shoulder. "That's enough, Adam. Time to go." "Mom," he whispers through the line before he is dragged out of the room. "You need to look into the glove compartment." I walk out of the room, dazed. Was my son paranoid? Hallucinating? I storm out of the facility and get in my car. The long drive back to the city is a blur. My mind spins. How didn't I see this? How could I not have known what he could do? As a single mom, always tired from work, he just seemed like a quiet, geeky teen. What snaps me back to reality is noticing a car that has been behind me since I left the prison. A black vehicle, driven by a clean-shaven, military-looking man in dark glasses, follows me. He looks eerily familiar to the guard from the visitation room. I take several random turns and he stays on my tail. I pull into my neighborhood store. He parks at a distance, still in view. I rush in, grab what I need, and get in line, still trying to make sense of what the hell is happening. Why is he following me? They already have Adam. As I wait in line, I hear someone call my name from behind, and I jump in fright. It's not the man from the car, but I almost wish it were. It's a pale woman with a blank expression. Jenna, the mother of one of the 3 kids Adam killed at the school shooting. I freeze. "Hi, Claire," she says. It takes me a second. "Hi, Jenna. How are you?" "Not very good," she replies. Not bitterly, just honestly. I flinch. "Hey, I just want to say I'm really sorry for your loss," I begin. "What my son did was unforgivable and—" "Claire, please," she cuts in. "This isn't your fault. We both lost our sons that day." She takes my hand in hers. "From one mother to another," she tells me, leaning in. "We need to help each other." Then she hugs me, so tightly I nearly collapse into tears. No one had shown me that kind of compassion until now. I leave the store with new strength, ready to go straight to that car and confront the man who had been following me, but he's gone. Thank God. I get in my car, and as I'm ready to get home, I remember Adam's words and I check the glove compartment. There's nothing unusual in there except for a small metallic device, a flash drive. Back home, I go straight to my laptop. It's already dark. I know exactly why Adam would have hidden the USB drive in the car. His room, computers, phone, and even video game were all seized and searched the day after the events. Even my own laptop was taken. I had to get a new one from work. What I don't know is what he needed to hide. My hands shake as I plug it in and open a folder full of images. They're photos of the 3 kids who died, mostly candid shots, capturing them in normal moments at school. The same 3 always appeared, 2 boys and 1 girl. The pictures, likely taken on Adam's phone, showed them eating lunch, walking home, studying at the library, just ordinary stuff. Was Adam stalking them? They didn't look like bullies. Then the photos start to get weird. One of the boys kissing a girl, someone else, not from the 3, behind the football field, holding hands, private. Then suddenly one set in a bleak concrete space, the 3 kids, soaked in blood, standing over what looked like the girl from before, dead. Her body ripped to pieces on the floor. There was something strange in their eyes. In the photos, they were solid white. I had to adjust in my chair, rattled, then more. The trio luring people, a janitor, an old woman, another child. The last pictures in the folder showed them emerging from an alley, shirts stained red, those blank, glowing eyes again. The photos were clearly taken in hiding. I nearly threw up. Was this what Adam meant? What are these kids and what were they doing? That's when I heard the noise of my front door opening. "Is someone there?" I called out from my room. Only Adam and I lived here. I had no idea who it could be. I get no answer, and the thought that it might be the man in the black car sent a chill down my spine. I walked slowly down the hallway. "I just called the police, so whoever you are, leave now," I shouted, bluffing. My phone was in the kitchen. When I reached the hallway, I saw a figure standing still at the front door. It was Jenna, the mother of one of Adam's victims, one of the kids in the photos. "Jenna?" I asked, confused. "Do you need something?" Her face was blank, robotic, emotionless. She took a few steps toward me. "I don't know what Adam told you or what he left behind as evidence," she said, voice flat, "but I can't let you keep it." Then her eyes turned white, just like the 3 kids in the picture, and my body, desperate to run, couldn't move. It just stood there, every muscle in me locked tight in the same position it was when her eyes changed. Even my eyelids stopped working. I couldn't blink. I felt like a statue, except for my heartbeat, which had gone completely wild. Jenna walked slowly, savoring my frozen panic. "Don't even try, Claire," she said with a grin, now just 5 feet away. "Humans are such pathetic creatures." She raised her hands and her fingers began to shift, turning into blades, thick and gleaming like solid steel. That's when I heard the gunshots. Multiple and quick. If I could, I would have closed my eyes shut, but I saw Jenna collapse in front of me, riddled with bullets. The man from the black car, the same guard who had stood with Adam, was behind her, holding a gun, his eyes locked on her body. He must have fired 6 rounds because Jenna was lying in a pool of blood. He stepped closer, still aiming at her head. "Don't do this, please, I'll stay still," she begged. But he pulled the trigger one last time. That's when my body unfroze and I collapsed to the floor, gasping for air, sobbing uncontrollably. The man knelt beside me and placed a hand on my shoulder, gently. "Miss Claire," he said carefully, "I know this is a lot to process, but you're not safe here. What your son uncovered, it's not from this world." A young man decided to go on holiday with his girlfriend. She told him she wanted to go somewhere hot and sunny, so he booked 2 tickets to Thailand. They spent 2 weeks touring the country and had a wonderful time together. They met a lot of friendly local people and visited many exotic tourist attractions. In Bangkok, they saw the Grand Palace and a variety of interesting Buddhist temples. They relaxed on the beautiful sandy beaches of Phuket and swam in the crystal blue ocean. In Chiang Mai, they went shopping in the night bazaar, then danced until dawn at a number of bars and nightclubs. The holiday brought the couple closer together, and they were both impressed by the charms of Thai culture. When they returned home, their digital camera was full of photos they had taken during their trip. A few days later, the young man was looking through the photos and remembering the good times they had shared. All of a sudden, he noticed that, in several of the pictures his girlfriend had taken of him, there was a strange woman standing in the background. She had long black hair and wore a flowing white gown. She was standing too far away to make out her face. The man decided to show the pictures to his girlfriend. "Do you remember this woman?" he asked. "No, I don't," she replied. "I thought you were alone when I took this photo." After examining the pictures more closely, they realized that the strange Thai woman was lurking in the background of several photos they had taken in different cities. It was as if she had been following them as they toured the country. The young man went through the rest of the photos they had taken, and when he came to the last one, a chill ran down his spine. It was a picture of him standing in the middle of a busy street in Chiang Mai. The strange Thai woman was standing directly behind him, peering over his left shoulder. This time, her face was clearly visible. Her skin was deathly pale, and she didn't have any eyes. He found all of this extremely unsettling and wanted to know who the weird Thai lady was and why she had been following them. He decided to visit a psychic to get to the bottom of it. His girlfriend made an appointment with the psychic for him, and he printed out the photograph in which the woman's face was visible. The next day, when he visited the psychic's office, he sat down on a sofa opposite her and took the photograph out of his pocket. Pointing to the pale lady in the picture, he asked, "Can you tell me anything about this woman?" The psychic took the photograph and examined it closely. "Yes, I can," she replied. "She is standing behind you right now.